Folks, in this video today, I want to talk about another undrafted free agent signing that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers made following this recent NFL draft. And it is a guy that I think is a very interesting signing and could have some level of an impact on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense depth-wise moving forward. That is former Tennessee linebacker Jeremy Banks. And look, I want to say this here at the top of the video. In 2019, going into 2020, Jeremy Banks got into some trouble. He was arrested on a traffic warrant based on driving with a suspended license. He had an outstanding traffic warrant for his arrest. He did not appear in court on a July misdemeanor for driving without a license. Then, shortly after that, some body cam footage came out that Banks was using profanity with the Tennessee police officers. Then, after that, there was a situation where Banks had gotten into an argument, possibly threatened a woman at a club. Security guards got involved and police responded to the incident as well. That means that Banks was away from this team 10 total months after that incident. He would return to the team on August 2020, and he's not gotten in any situations after that. And I do think that is a very good thing. You certainly hope people can change and grow from experiences like that, and I think that that is a good thing that Banks has not gotten into any trouble that we have seen so far. But I wanted to talk about that here at the start of the video. Now, focusing more on Banks as a player. You look at 2021, you look at 2022, and Banks was able to really put up some overall pretty good stats. 128 total tackles in 2021, 11.5 tackles for loss, 5.5 sacks, 1 interception, 4 passes defended, playing in 13 games. That's his best year in college football by far. Then in 2022, things did take a downturn, but overall still somewhat solid stats. 11 games played, 53 tackles, 4.5 tackles for loss, 4 passes defended, 1 fumble recovered, and 1 forced fumble as well. Pretty interesting thing as well is that Banks actually used to play running back in his first 2 years in Tennessee in 2018 and in 2019. He only really got rushing opportunities in 2018. He had 52 attempts, 185 yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns. But still kind of a cool thing to make a note of there. Also, I do want to say that overall Banks, again, his best year was in that 2021 year. You look at his overall size, 6'1", 220 pounds, and I think that Banks is a pretty interesting prospect and a guy that I feel like could certainly make some noise moving forward in terms of depth competitions and whatnot regarding the back end of the Buccaneers linebacking group. We've seen the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take backup linebackers in the past, and I feel like Banks has a good set of tools. A 4.53 40-yard dash, 1.56 10-yard split, 37.5-inch vertical jump. That is crazy athleticism. 10-foot 7-inch broad jump, 7.27 3-cone drill, 4.38 20-yard shuttle, and 25 reps on the bench press. Lance Zierlein projected him to be a 4th-round pick in this draft. Now, he could have not been a 4th-round draft pick due to the stuff that had happened in that 2019 year, but as I said, it seems like he has been able to keep his way out of trouble in the years since then, which I feel like is notable and an important thing to look at there. Now, again, things could change. We have no idea, but that may have been the reason as to why Banks was dropping out of this draft and was not drafted, and I think the Buccaneers do have an opportunity to get a good player on their hands here. If Banks has truly grown from his off-the-field issues, he is able to learn from those mistakes, and he is able to focus on being a football player, I think the Bucs have themselves a good football player. You look at that 2021 season, you look at that 2022 season, and Banks was able to showcase good tackling ability, good run-stopping ability, good quarterback pressuring ability with 5.5 sacks in 2021, and just overall was a pretty well-rounded linebacker, all things considered. And with good athletic measurables there, I think that this is a low-risk, high-reward type of undrafted free agent signing. If Banks is able to keep his nose clean, he is able to learn from his mistakes back in 2019 and is able to continue to grow as a human being and focus on being the best football player that he can be, then the Bucs have got themselves a very athletic, very young, very talented linebacker that could really push the Bucs to consider keeping 5 linebackers on this roster for depth purposes and possibly even have a role in this defense beyond this upcoming year, and I think at the very least may be a guy that you would even consider on the practice squad as well. That is the type of impact that I think Jeremy Banks could have if he is able to showcase his abilities and is able to adjust to playing at the NFL level. A good backup linebacker that has solid tackling ability, has good run stopping ability, has great athleticism, and overall would be a pretty good fit for this Buccaneers defense. What do you guys think about Jeremy Banks? Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions down in the comments section below. How do you think he would fit in this Todd Bowles style of defense? What do you think about the past couple of troubles that he has had in 2019? Do you think that he has been able to learn and grow from those mistakes since he hasn't really had any issues since then? Or do you think that it is a risk that is too heavy to take? Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions. I would love to hear them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. As always, folks, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.